Ugh. Well, I've made it. At last, I've made it. Forgive my flouch, I suppose you could call it. Yeah, sofa on the floor. It's actually surprisingly comfortable to sit on, though, so that's quite a nice feature. I've been travel now for a significant amount of time. I did a brief vlog in Manchester, but I'm not going to upload it because it's very tinny noise and doesn't really have much to what I've got to say. So, once again, back in the glorious country of Japan. Oh yes. Here again for another one of my long residences. Bit of an unusual one this time. I'm actually here predominantly for a motorsport event where I'm hoping, because I've got a little portable Wi-Fi thing, I'm hoping I can actually do some on-site updates and do some live reporting. It's the Fuji Le Mans 6 hours. It's not Le Mans 24, but it's a specialist event over here in Japan. So it's going to be interesting to see how the race unfolds, and we're looking forward to it. Fuji hosted a couple of F1 races and then disappeared from the radar, but last year's Fuji 6 hours was actually very exciting to watch. So fingers crossed, it'll be a good atmosphere and I'll be able to bring you some live on-the-ground reports there. Just spent a couple of hours with my friend Glenn, who it turns out is staying in the same place I am. Didn't realise he was. So no doubt we're going to be having a few fun nights together. Apparently I've been promised a crawl around the place called Kanda, and apparently has some very good craft beers. Oh yeah, I approve. So that's going to be good fun. Talk about the actual trip itself. Flight with KLM was actually surprisingly good. It was decent company. Didn't like the main plane I got from Amsterdam to Tokyo because it was a 747. And I didn't realise this, because I thought they were, considered the super jumbo, the best of the best. Really was not nice at all. A lot of the undercarriage seat space in front of you couldn't store anything under. I had to put my computer in the overhead lockers, which I hate doing, as it's very easily damaged or stolen. Luckily, neither happened here, but even so, it's a risk I don't like having to take. Food was alright though. Did decent food on the airline. I didn't bother actually checking out any of the in-flight because I had my tablet and my NES FEC30 controller. Final Fantasy VII on the plane. Woohoo! Killed quite a few hours before I finally drifted off, and my long trips on the Shinkansen will not be anywhere near as boring now, so that's very, very good indeed. Landed a bit of a surprise journey though in many ways, because from Amsterdam to Tokyo, normally you'd do a huge arc over the top of Russia, right by the Arctic Circle. And I think you end up coming past, I think it's Volgograd, somewhere like that. You come back down and hook into Japan to land into Narita. Well, Glenn told me this, but apparently, yes, this morning was really bad for wind here in Japan, and I don't mean like me and a few mates in the pub letting one go. It was apparently really serious. All the train lines were basically stopping running because the wind was too strong, which is going to be some serious wind because these guys can usually keep going during an earthquake. But it turns out the Arctic Circle area had the same kind of thing, so we ended up doing a slightly longer route. We ended up going via Chinese airspace and over South Korea completely. Normally you bypass both those countries entirely. So it added a little bit of extra time to the journey, which was inconvenient, but in general, no issues whatsoever. On the whole, the main thing here is that I've landed and I'm safe and everything's cool. I'm going to an event tomorrow night, Indie Idol event, which I've not actually done properly. So that's going to be some serious fun. I'm seeing another friend of mine tonight. So lots of things going on at the moment. It's warm, it's sunny, and I'm off for a month. I don't know what much else to add on that one, really. Those of you who've been asking how I'm getting on and everything, thanks for your concern, but all is absolutely fine. And now, party! Oh yes.